Hello, Virgos. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. All right, let's get to your reading. In the past, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, spiritual strength in reverse. Feels like there's a lack of strength here, a lack of protection in the past. What's the lack of spiritual strength in the past about? Knight of Swords reversed. Feels like someone could say something and really knock you off your square, knock you off balance in the past. Someone's pushing a narrative. It's not just like something, it's a lot. Someone's pushing with the King of Swords or Knight of Swords in reverse, a narrative, pushing it that you can't defend against. Not in this environment, not in this energy. It looks like, so they're showing up as a Knight of Swords in reverse, and you're showing up as the Page of Swords. And it looks like you're walking away from this. I think you recognize that wisely in this environment where someone is pushing a narrative about you it doesn't feel like you're combating this. I think you're recognizing this is a Knight in these energies. I do not have protection to argue my point. But you are taking your truth and going elsewhere. Anything else? Four of Swords reverse. It doesn't feel like you can heal in this environment. There's a lot of swords. Feels like nobody's talking to you. Nobody's talking to, maybe you've gone no communication with whoever this Knight of Swords in reverse, it feels like they're taking advantage of the fact that they know that you can't protect yourself in this energy. It doesn't feel like you can heal in the same environment where you're being wounded. I also get the feeling that the person who is creating this negative narrative about you, the reason why you're not protected, it feels like someone very close to you too. Like they're so close, you didn't know that you needed to protect yourself from this person. They were inside the house, kind of feel. They're very close to you. And it looks like by the time you recognize what's going on, you realize this isn't where the fight's going to happen. You don't have the protection that you need, and it's a breakup. Two of Cups reverse, Tower reverse. It feels like the relationship's already broken up energetically. It feels like you just keep trying to hold something apart together that's meant to fall apart. You're trying to fix something that's already expired. This is a very painful discard. Feels like it is purposeful to make it as painful as possible. With all the negative lies, deception, someone trying to control the narrative about you. Someone's trying to control the narrative. They want to make you look bad and make them look really rosy on the other side of this breakup. In current energy, we have rest and rejuvenate in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse. Second time that's shown up. Feels like it's hard for you to, or someone, whoever's in this energy of 4 of Swords in reverse, it's hard to heal in this energy. You might not be talking to someone as well. Interesting. Someone can't rest. Someone can't heal. Feels like there's celebration going on, happiness, but someone can't heal. And they're feeling very dependent on someone else, a lack of abundance, a lack of freedom. It does feel like there's happiness in the environment, but it feels like whoever I'm talking about, they can't tune into that happiness. They're feeling very unhealed. Like they can't, they're feeling very insecure, unstable. Here's that 9 of Wands in reverse energy coming up again. We've already, very few cards and a lot of repeats. 4 of Swords in reverse, also showing up in this current energy, also in the past. 9 of Wands reverse in the past, also in this current energy. So we have some of the similar energies from the past showing up. Someone can't protect themselves after an ending. Someone can't protect themselves and they're repeating patterns. There is happiness in the environment, or someone's happy. Someone's immature, unapologetic. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse. It feels like whoever you broke up with, who's creating forcing a narrative about you in the past, it feels like whatever they tried to create for you, it looks like they've fallen into whatever they said about you. It doesn't look like you were in agreement with that. It looks like you were like, no, and stopped. Feels like this person did this to you in the past. They would project things onto you and you would kind of acquiesce, become what they perceive about you in a cooperative, toxic way in the past. And they thought that they could just keep doing this, keep projecting a story onto you that they wanted. They felt very powerful, controlling your narrative, controlling how people view you in the past. And it looks like you stopped being in agreement. You realize, I don't like this story that this person is projecting onto me. Bridge too far, too much, or you're just realizing, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to let this breakup happen. I'm not going to try to fix this and keep this together. I'm going to let it fall apart. And so it looks like whatever this person said about you, since you didn't agree with it and went on your own way, it feels like you're in the 4 of Wands energy. You're happy, celebrating, enjoying life. And it feels like this person that tried to create a trap for you is stuck in the trap that they created. They're still in this past energy. So very little has changed for them. They're repeating cycles. They're unapologetic. It does look like their finances have been hit in a very uncomfortable way. Wow, finances really hit. Whatever happily ever after they were trying to create with this story, trying to control your narrative, instead they're broke. Just so stuck, but unapologetic, unable to heal. And it looks like you're making moves, moving on, moving. And this person's still dealing with the energy that they created. It looks like by you noping out and saying, I'm not going to engage with this. I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to go my own direction. And so the trap that whatever they projected onto you, whatever narrative you said no to, and so they created a trap, but without you agreeing to that and fighting it would have kept you in the trap. Feels like leave the environment, leave the energy, move on, find my own happiness. And so this person's it just feels stuck. It's nothing exciting to report. Just they haven't changed. The energies haven't changed for them from the past to now, but your energy has shifted. It looks like you're much happier, lighter, following your excitement, making very powerful outward moves, very confident going towards what you want to create. What's hidden, Virgo, is love begins in reverse. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this person, what's hidden is this person created an Ace of Cups in reverse in the past. They created from a lack of love, which is fine. This is a free creation world. You can create whatever you want. But because they did create a lack of love, they wanted you unloved. They wanted no one to fill your cup. They wanted you to be Ace of Cups reversed. No one pouring into you, no one loving you. But instead, that's what they've created for themselves. They feel very sad, alone. You have faced your fears and you have this inner strength. These are really powerful cards. The Chariot's an outward show of strength, making moves in the 3D. Strength cards and inner strength and inner confidence. Feels like you have faced a lot of fears. You've also got the High Priestess card, unlimited potential, following your intuition. That's been the key to you not getting in this trap. Yes, not engaging in this past energy of win at any cost. I think you perceived that that's not loving. No one's going to win in that energy. I refuse to play in that energy. So I'm just going to face my fears, become more confident, and follow my intuition. And it looks like that's really worked for you. So, all right, Virgo, moving on. Outcome and advice, we've got the throat chakra. So throat chakra, right where it sounds like it is. It's the center of communication. Not just speaking, but listening. All right. So what do my Virgos need to know about throat chakra? What would be helpful? Look at you, Hermit, showing up in your own reading. That gives you a lot of power when you show up as yourself in the reading, in a powerful position. So the story of the Hermit is that the Hermit goes on a journey by themselves, and they travel these very steep mountains by themselves. It's a difficult journey, but on this journey, the Hermit finds the light of enlightenment. They become enlightened through this difficult and painful journey. It feels like, Virgo, that you have learned a lot from your journey. And it's time to come down out of those mountains and share what you've learned with the rest of us. Throat chakra. What have you learned? What enlightenment? What can you share with the crowd? What can you share with the class? It feels like you have a lot to share that could be helpful to the rest of us navigating our journeys. It feels like enlightenment, like you're seeing things from a different perspective. By climbing that mountain, you're able to see things from a broader perspective, not stuck in it and in the action, and so much so you can't tell what's happening. By ascending the mountains alone, then you're able to really see yourself clearly and see the landscape of where you've been and come to different perspectives, different viewpoints that are healing and helpful for all of us, it feels like. Yes, it feels like what you're going to share is about Devil reverse, Two of Swords reverse. You were once confused, foggy, and now you've got clarity around this Devil in reverse energy about letting go of toxic connections, letting go of codependency, letting go of trauma bonds, letting go of addictions, obsessions. Looks like you've been learning as you go, giving yourself permission to make mistakes and learn from them. I'm learning as I go. I'm being myself, loving myself completely, not just the good parts, but all parts. It feels like you're more accepting of all parts of yourself after this journey. There's a confidence that you have, a charisma, high Riz score, and it feels like you really, really like yourself, love yourself in a very powerful way, empowered way. It feels like you're attracting a lot of attention as you show up as yourself, speak in bars, talking about the truth that you found, sharing it with others. About, it feels like you're exposing lying, cheating, stealing. How can the Virgos best accomplish this? It doesn't feel like blasting someone and trying to create a narrative, projecting on what you see. So you're not going to match this past energy of Knight of Swords in reverse and try to create. So it's not that. It's not blasting this person. It feels like you've elevated to a point where you're seeing things in a bigger way. So I'm not communicating this. The message is not to go on social media or go out and tell everybody what your version is and project on that this person's bad. It feels that's not what this is. It's an elevated version. I'm talking to a Virgo who's been through a lot and has come out the other end, a very different version of yourself. Someone very strong, very conscious, very in tune with your intuition, and it feels empowering. So empowering means you are uplifting others. It's not that you are using your throat chakra and the enlightenment, what you've learned, to bat someone down, because I think you've seen that does not work. That activity is not loving. And so it feels like there's something that you have to share with the rest of us. A new way of seeing it. I'm not getting anything else. I don't know. For some of you, it might be, I don't know. It feels like there's so many different ways you can uplift and help others, to empower others, instead of trying to control someone else. Then it feels like you might still be in vengeance. You might have, if that's the case, if you're feeling like I want to control this person's narrative who tried to control mine, then you might have a little bit more inner work to do. Not that where you're at, there's anything wrong with where you're at. Feeling wronged, feeling angry is a natural response to what you've been through, but you don't want that to be where you get stuck, staying at anger, staying at revenge. You want to empower yourself and let those angry feelings and vengeful feelings burn through any confusion in your space, anywhere where this person is still operating in your space. Allow the energy to rise up and burn through so you can continue on to clarity and enlightenment. So, hope that makes sense. All right, Virgos, hope that's helpful. Have a great day.